Bro Ganis, suara saya bisa didengar ya?
Bisa Bu Fitra?
Oke, sudah. Terima kasih.
Ya, very audible.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Rahayu, Rahayu, Rahayu. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us express our deepest gratitude to Almighty God for His blessings and mercy, which have enabled us together in here today in good health and to attend ELITICS 2026. The Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Dr. Muhwaskito Adi, M.Pd. Head of the English Education Study Program, Dr. Erlikwidiani Stiati, M.Pd. Head of ELITICS 2026, Dr. Renggani Siwi Amumpuni, M.Pd. Distinguished keynote speakers, respected moderator, honorable lecturers, dear presenters, participants, and invited guests. My name is Mercury Nila Zebivio, and it's my pleasure to be your master of ceremony for today's event. Before we begin, may I kindly ask all participants to turn on your cameras and keep your microphones muted throughout the conference. We also encourage everyone to remain in the meeting until the program concludes. Thank you for your cooperation. Allow me to present today's agenda. The first is opening. Second is singing of the Indonesian National Anthem Indonesia Raya. The third is welcoming remarks by Head of ELITICS 2026. The next is welcoming the remarks by Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. The fifth is prayer. And the next is the first keynote speaker session, followed by a question and answer session and the presentation of an e-certificate. And then the second keynote speaker session, followed by Q&A session and the presentation of an e-certificate. And then we have a break. And the next one is reopening. The 10 is the third keynote speaker session, followed by Q&A session and the presentation of an e-certificate. And then we have a closing. And the next is preparation for the breakout room sessions. And the last is breakout room sessions. Before we officially begin today's program, let us recite Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us begin the opening ceremony of ELITICS 2026. May I kindly invite everyone to rise for the singing of the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. The next agenda is the welcoming speech by the head of ELITICS 2026. It is my great honor to invite Dr. Ranggani Siwi Amumpuni, M.Pd, the head of ELITICS 2026, to deliver the welcoming speech. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Merkuli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning, everyone. The Honorable Dean of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Dr. Waskito Ardi, the Honorable Head of the English Education Department, Dr. Erlik Widiani Istiati, distinguished keynote speakers, Ms. Rimojan Satlikova, Ph.D. from Uzbekistan University, Dr. Wardani Wihastyanang from Universitas PGRI Jombang, and Dr. Fitra Pinandhita from Universitas PGRI Madiun. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 5th Seminar of English Education, Literature and Linguistics, or ELITICS 2026, with the theme Artificial Intelligence in Education, Innovation, Ethics, and Digital Transformation. The theme of this year reflects the important role of artificial intelligence in shaping the future of education. As we know, AI has opened new opportunities for teaching, learning, and research, while also reminding us of the importance of ethics, responsibility, and human values in the digital era. I hope the today's seminar will provide valuable insights, encourage meaningful discussion, and inspire future collaboration among researchers, educators, and also students. I will also like to express my great appreciation to our keynote speakers, presenters, participants, and all committee members whose dedication has made this event possible. Finally, I encourage all participants to actively engage into this session and enjoy this academic forum. Thank you and again for joining us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Ranggani Siwi Ampuni, M.Pd, for your welcoming speech. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the welcoming speech and the official opening ceremony of ELITICS 2026. It is my great honor to invite Dr. Muhwaskito Adi, M.Pd, Dean of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, to deliver his welcoming speech and officially declare ELITICS 2026 open. The time is yours, sir.
Oke, terima kasih Mbak Mercury. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable guests, distinguished note speakers, respected faculty members, and esteemed participants. Good morning. As the Dean of the Faculty, it is my distinct honor and profound privilege to welcome you to this international conference. On behalf of our entire academic community, I extend my warmest greeting to all our delegates, those joining us locally, nationally, and from across the globe. Today, we convene under a theme that is not just timely but urgent: artificial intelligence in education, innovation, ethics, and digital transformation. We find ourselves in the midst of the technological renaissance. The rapid integration of artificial intelligence into our education ecosystem is fundamentally rewriting how to teach, how we learn, and how we conduct research. As an academic institution, we view this digital transformation not as a threat to traditional education, but as a tremendous opportunity for innovation. AI offers us tools to personalize learning, break down language barriers, and analyze complex data in ways we could scarcely imagine a decade ago. However, as academic leader and educator, we also carry a profound responsibility. The second pillar of our time, ethics, is perhaps the most crucial. As we embrace generative AI, automated assessment, and data-driven pedagogies, we must firstly guard academic integrity, protect our student privacy, and ensure that our algorithms do not perpetuate human bias. We must remember that while machine can process information, only human beings process wisdom, empathy, and moral judgment. Our goal is to empower human with AI, not replace the human element of education. To help us unpack this delicate balance of innovation and ethics, we are exceptionally fortunate to be guided today by three internationally recognized scholars. It is my great pleasure to officially welcome our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang, M.Pd from Universitas PGRI Jombang, Indonesia, and Rimojan Satlikova, Ph.D., joining us all the way from New Uzbekistan University, and Dr. Fitra Pinandhita from Universitas PGRI Madiun. To our speakers, thank you for your sharing time, your time, research, and vision with us. To all the researchers, educators, and students in the audience, this conference is your platform. I encourage you to challenge assumption as difficult question and for new collaboration partnership. Let us use this session to build a roadmap for digital transformation in education that is equitable, ethical, and profoundly human-centric. Thank you once again for your presence, your scholarship, and your dedication to the future of education. I wish you all a highly productive, inspiring, and successful conference. Welcome and let the proceeding begin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Wihastyanang, M.Pd, for your inspiring welcoming remarks and for officially declaring ELITICS 2026 open. Ladies and gentlemen, ELITICS 2026 has now been officially declared open. To seek God's blessings for the success for today's event, let us proceed with the prayer. The prayer will be led by Mr. Wihastyanang, M.Pd. Please proceed. The room is yours, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We'll deliver the prayer in bahasa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Marilah kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala karena atas limpahan rahmat, taufik dan hidayahnya kita dapat berkumpul secara virtual melalui Zoom dalam keadaan sehat untuk mengikuti seminar pada hari ini. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang Maha Mengetahui, kami mohon kepadamu agar Engkau memberikan kelancaran dan keberkahan dalam pelaksanaan seminar ini. Bukalah hati dan pikiran kami agar dapat menerima ilmu yang bermanfaat, memberikan gagasan yang membangun, serta menjadikan forum ini sebagai sarana untuk meningkatkan pengetahuan, mempererat kerjasama, dan memberikan manfaat bagi dunia pendidikan dan masyarakat. Ya Allah, berikanlah kesehatan, kekuatan, dan perlindungan kepada seluruh narasumber, moderator, panitia, dan seluruh peserta seminar. Mudahkanlah setiap rangkaian acara sehingga selesai tanpa kendala, serta jadikan ilmu yang kami peroleh sebagai ilmu yang bermanfaat dan meraih ibadah di sisimu. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the first keynote speaker session. Our first keynote speaker is Dr. Rima Satlikova from New Uzbekistan University and Webster University in Tashkent, Uzbekistan.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, before we go to the next keynote speaker, Dr. Rima, let us take a photo session first. Thank you. So everyone, please turn on your cameras and we are going to take a photo session. Okay, for the slide one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the third slide. 1, 2, 3. And the last, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you to all the participants and all guests. Okay, we shall now proceed with the first keynote sessions. Our first keynote session is Dr. Rima Satlikova from Uzbekistan University and Webster University in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. The session will be moderated by Dr. Sigit Ricahyono, M.Pd. Without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Sigit Ricahyono, M.Pd. to moderate the first keynote session. The room is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mercury. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a very warm welcome to ELITICS 2026. Why today's theme is important for our today's life has already been highlighted by the Dean as well as the committee chair. Therefore, it is unnecessary for me to again highlight why it is important for our life today. However, everybody, especially for you students of Department of English Education, I know this is a very important step for your life as future educator. You are required to deliver a scholarly article. And as you know, we are all here to support you to be future educators that is well adapted to today's life that is AI driven. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, today we are very fortunate to have a distinguished scholars. We have 4, and I would like to moderate the first. Well, today the first keynote speaker is Dr. Rimojan Satlikova. So sorry, sometimes foreign names is not easy to spell, to pronounce. Again, sorry if the pronunciation is not as expected. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she is an adjunct associate professor at Webster University in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, adjunct professor at New Uzbekistan University. She teaches in M.Pd and applied linguistics programs. Her career spans over a decade across Indonesia and Uzbekistan. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, she is not a stranger for Indonesian context. Education, ladies and gentlemen, she holds a Ph.D. in English Language Education Science. She also holds a master's degree in applied linguistics, both from UNY, Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Not a stranger for us, everyone. Her expertise, ladies and gentlemen, covers TESOL, teacher training, and cross-cultural communications. More importantly, she has a deep knowledge in educational technology. She also specializes in inclusivity and equity in education. Now let's talk about something about award and recognition. Some of them. Her contributions are recognized worldwide. She was nominated for Professor of the Year in Thailand. She received the Outstanding Teacher of the Year award in the Philippines, won the Research Scholar of the Year in Bangkok, and received the Trailblazer Award for Leadership in Accessible Education. She is a highly sought-after keynote speaker. She has presented in Indonesia, Malaysia, India, UAE, Turkey, and many other countries. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, We are again very fortunate, honored to have Dr. Rima Satlikova. Dr. Rima Satlikova, you are expected to deliver about 45 to 1 hour, and then it's followed by some 20 minutes QA. Dr. Rima Satlikova, it's time for you to deliver.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, Prof. Thank you so much for your detailed introduction. I really appreciate it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Selamat pagi. I'm so honored and very happy to be invited for this international conference. Thank you so much for inviting me as a speaker for this conference. I'm happy to share with you all about AI today, which is trending topic for all of us. Let me share my screen. Okay, so today we talk about AI tools, but the sphere is about research writing. So AI tools for research writing. And Professor already informed about my introduction, about myself. I'm so honored to get detailed introduction for myself. And I'm going to skip this slide. So disclaimer, I'm going to state first that the sharing on using AI tools for academic writing is based on my experience and the high insights gained from the series of webinars, seminars, and conferences. So not any AI tool applications or platform support or sponsor for this presentation, but it's all about my experiences gained from webinars, seminars, and conferences. And I'm going to share with you practical applications and websites that can be useful for your research writing also, and it will be acceptable for publication as well. But all what I share with you is what I found effective for myself. I'm going to share with you and discuss with you. So today's agenda, we talk about AI tools for writing and how to organize a research study, ethics in AI usage, and we explore about publication opportunities as well. So we were using AI tools, artificial intelligence in the past, but all AI tools were just digital tools for us, and it was acceptable and it was normal to use. But nowadays, when we first faced with ChatGPT, then most teachers, it was shocking for most teachers, and they started worrying about their job because they think that they will be replaced by AI tools. But actually, if we master AI tools, then AI tools cannot master us. So all we need is to understand how to use them with ethics and how to use them appropriately and how to save our time. So AI has the potential to support and enhance learning, but only if it's thoughtfully designed and implemented with clear pedagogical goals. That was by Holmes, Bialik, and Fedel 2019. Yes, they can be very successful for us. They can support us in our teaching, learning, and researching process. But when we have clear pedagogical goals, when we set our objectives for the parts of our lesson planning or research writing, how to use them with ethics and how to use them responsibly, then of course we can manage our time and we can achieve more and we can use them successfully. So I have two friends, best friends from Oman and Indonesia. When we had discussion about AI tools, because we are researching about AI tools and we are discussing more and interviewing others about AI tools. And when I asked the question from one of my friends from Oman, Fariha Abbas, she mentioned that AI can produce incorrect results if it's trained on or provided with inaccurate information. This highlights the importance of verifying data sources and using them human judgment to interpret AI-generated outputs. So why she came to this point? Because based on her experience, she visited to Uzbekistan last year, and she asked my time to accompany her during her traveling in Uzbekistan. But then when I said on the first day, I was busy with my teaching, but I can join on the second day. And she said, okay, I'm going to travel myself on my first day, and on the second day, we can travel together. Then what happened? She started posting her photos from about Uzbekistan in social media, and when I check, she's visiting the places which I never been before. And when I asked from her, she said, I got the information from AI tools, from ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me to travel those places. And I see those places are not so beautiful and not so familiar for others. And I was wondering how she could get this information. And it was the product or the discussion with AI tool. So that means AI tool may provide incorrect information and may guide to incorrect wrong way, and then we may be lost in the middle of our process. So she was lost on the first day. She was saying that I expected more about Uzbekistan, but I went to the places and I didn't enjoy. And on the second day, we went together. We traveled a lot on the second and third day. And she was so happy. And she was saying that this is what I expected about Uzbekistan. And at that time, we draw the conclusion that, yes, of course, with AI, we can save our time, but AI is not always correct. So they may guide us to wrong way, and we may be lost on the process. And on the second day and third day, she posted photos in social media of beautiful side of Uzbekistan, and she was saying that this is what I wanted to see. This is the beauty of Uzbekistan. But when she consulted with AI tool, AI tool guided her to the wrong way. And next, a friend of mine from Indonesia, Faisal Aziz, he's from Universitas Muhammadiyah Purwakarta. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic concept. It's now a present reality, and we have to engage with it responsibly. The scientific community must work collaboratively and ensure that AI serves as a tool to enhance our capability, not replace it. So we must remain in control. AI should be a partner that supports our goals, not one that defines them. So I agree with both of my friends' points of view, because they are sharing based on their experiences. And this is where we live now. We are living around AI tools. And when we know how to use them responsibly, of course, we can achieve more. So that's why in some journals, they ask, they have a specific percentage when we publish the articles in the international journals. They say that AI tool percentage should not be about 20 or about 30, because we know that plagiarism checker or grammar checker also, the type of AI tools, actually, we were using them before we were introduced to ChatGPT. We were using them, and until now we are using them to check grammar. And when we are using grammar checker or plagiarism, then of course it shows that we are using AI tools somehow, and 20, 25, 30% of AI tools are acceptable. In some journals, they can say that, yes, they just use to check grammar or to check plagiarism. That's it, but not generating the content, the whole content, and copying and pasting from the beginning until the end. Then they ask us to have declaration. So we should declare, we should disclose, and it's acceptable, it's normal to declare that we are using these AI tools in order to brainstorm or to check grammar, to check plagiarism, or to have mind mapping, and so on. And when we declare and disclose those AI tools, then it's publishable. Our article is publishable, and few journals ask us to have co-author, like to state the AI tool as our co-author, but not many, few journals only, because when we are interacting with AI tools, when we are consulting, brainstorming, of course, that means they will be our co-authors. So about calculator, I want to start about AI tools, back to the history of calculator. The calculator was also introduced for the first time, and for the first time, all mathematic teachers started worrying because they thought that we are going to be replaced because calculator is already there and everyone is going to use calculator, then why we need to study mathematics? But then year by year, until now, we are studying mathematics because we know that human judgment is always central, and those tools can be only our assistants, not our supervisors. So that means calculator is also our assistant. We can save our time somehow, but we are still learning and studying mathematics. And mathematics teachers are still with jobs, with not without job. So this is the same with AI tools, because I also teach English teachers in my country, M.Pd Sol program, mostly English teachers, and they say that they are worried to introduce some AI tools to their students. They say that they are using them without ethics, and we worry we will be replaced. So no one is going to consult with us, but they're going to consult with AI tools. And then I say, I don't agree with your point because this is the same with calculator. Mathematics teacher is still teaching mathematics subjects. So that means you will be the one who will continue teaching English. So no worries about AI tools because human judgment is also central, is always central. And we always need human to human connection. AI tools can only be our assistants. And in the past 200 years ago, it was in England, Luddite people. There was Luddite people. When you search from dictionary, what is Luddite? What does Luddite mean? Luddite means the group of people who are not ready for new technology. So the government in England, they called them as Luddite people because this group of people started breaking all technologies like washing machine, clothing machine, computers, because this group of people at that time thought that these tools are going to replace them. They said that we are slower than those machines. Like a clothing machine can make the dress 5 times faster than us. So that's why we don't need them. They are going to replace us. So they started breaking all technologies, the new technologies. And the government 200 years ago, they called them as Luddite people. And they said that, yes, they can be faster, but you can save your time. For example, in the past, not more people used washing machine because they thought that, oh, washing machine cannot wash the clothes appropriately. So I'm going to do that myself because I will do it better than washing machine. But then what happened year by year, everything is changed, and now everyone is using washing machine because they can do something else while clothes are in washing machine. So this is the same thing with AI tools. Nowadays, some of teachers especially, or some of specialists from other spheres also, they are worried about AI tools because they think that they're going to replace them. But actually, it's the same as the technologies like washing machine, clothing machine, computers. We are saving our time. We are doing more. We are doing more by using them. So they can do themselves and we can do something else. So this is the same way with AI tools. We can do maybe 10 or more projects in 1 month or 6 months. But in the past, we were doing just one project in 1 month. So we can solve more with AI tools. So when my students say that they are not ready to use AI tools or to introduce AI tools to their students, then I say don't be like Luddite people, like in England 200 years ago, because Luddite people are those who are not ready for new technology. Just be ready for new technology, accept it as your assistant, and everything will be fine. Education, like daily life, we were using AI tools actually, like Duolingo, Google Translate, Grammar Check, Plagiarism Checker. They are also the type of AI tools because they can generate themselves. Daily life, like emails, Siri, Google Map maybe, or face detection in photos, they are also the types of AI tools because they can generate themselves. But in the past, we were not worried about AI tools because we accepted them as our assistant and as digital tools. But now when we had ChatGPT and other AI tools, then we started worrying because they started communicating with people. So like Quizlet, Duolingo, or Youglish, we can explore about them a little bit at the end of our session, especially about Youglish, and then we will compare with AI tools. So this professor, he became famous. You know about him or no? I don't know, but Jared Mom, the instructor, judging team coordinator, he was, and the college. He works at the College of Agriculture Sciences and Natural Resources. So this professor, some years ago, got information about AI tools, especially ChatGPT. And then when he collected students' assignments, he started checking with ChatGPT. He said that I want to check ChatGPT if my students used you to generate this content, these assignments. And ChatGPT told him to fail all students because they used ChatGPT, and he failed all of them. But at that time, just he knew about this AI tool in his institution, but not many, and not his students. When everything was checked, his students, the fact was his students didn't use ChatGPT or didn't use any AI tools to generate to create their assignments. But then when he checked with ChatGPT told him just fail your students because they used me to generate this assignment. And he believed to ChatGPT, he trusted in ChatGPT, and he failed all of them. Then students started complaining to the government, to other countries, and he became famous. Why? Because students told them that they didn't have any idea about ChatGPT because if you remember, before our students, we explored about AI tools, and then we started noticing that our students also started using them. But before students, this information was with us, and it was the same with this professor. He knew about ChatGPT before his students, and then when he consulted with ChatGPT, then he trusted in ChatGPT for 100%, and he failed all students. And then the students started exploring about ChatGPT. Oh, this is the tool that can generate, but we didn't use it. And they started complaining, and he became famous. So what I mean here is we shouldn't trust in AI tools for 100% because they can also provide incorrect information. We are saying that all the time, but then when we check the students' assignments, when it says 100 AI tool usage, then sometimes teachers trust in this information and they say that, oh, you used 100% AI tool, I'm going to fail you. But it's not fair actually, because as a human, we should be the one who read and evaluate the assignment and consider if she can pass or not. Maybe we can have oral discussion after assignment submission, and then we can consider to fail him or not. But sometimes, yes, teachers trust in AI tools for 100% and they fail the students, but it's not fair. So AI will not replace us, but some who use AI will replace us. Why? Because they are using AI and they are saving their times and they are doing more. They are doing more than us. When our principal is checking us who is faster, then if we are saying that, oh, I'm not using AI tool because I'm using my own mind, my brain, then we are slow, of course. And then if someone is using AI tool, he will be faster and he can replace us actually. If we don't master AI tools, then AI will master us. So that means we should explore more about AI tools and we should master AI tools if we don't want to be mastered by AI tools. AI shouldn't be as our supervisor, but we should deal with it as our assistant. Of course, they can be our assistant, but not supervisor. Supervisors are always the human because we need human-to-human connection. AI tools as our assistant can provide general information or general input, but from our supervisor we can get more information because they are human and they have more experiences, they have feeling, but AI tools, they don't have feeling. Don't blindly trust AI. Use your common sense, read, scan, check, revise it. Yes, after this, at the end of our presentation, we are going to explore some AI tool applications, but again, we should read and scan and check it, recheck, revise it, and then we can get the information. Trusting in 400% is not recommendable. AI is generative but not creative. As a human, we are creative, but AI can generate it, but human can create. So about scientific writing, how do we start scientific writing? Because my presentation is related to scientific writing and the connection with AI tools, how we can use AI tools for our scientific writing. But before that, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we start our scientific writing. We started from free writing, actually. So we can set a timer, and for 10, 15, or 30 minutes, we can write anything about our life, like our life story, journaling, maybe reflection. And then we can shift from free writing to scientific writing. And we have some applications that we can engage our students to have free writing when we integrate digital tools, not always asking them to use papers and pens as traditional way of approaching. But if we are integrating AI tools and digital tools, then it will be more beneficial for them to engage in our classroom. So then they can shift from free writing to scientific writing, because sometimes my students come to me and they say, I don't know how to start writing. And then I say, please start writing about yourself, your life story maybe, or journaling or reflection. What you had in the class today, you can reflect on your experience and then write about it. And then you can shift to scientific writing. Like you can write or speak and dictate. So AI tools are very beneficial for us because we can, in the past, it was just writing, typing, but now we can speak and AI tools can dictate. So there is the function for dictating. So it can dictate. Then Word document asks from AI tools to reorganize your writing. So we are going to organize our writing and check the grammar with AI tools and then outline. So this is also how we start shifting from free writing to scientific writing. And then we can ask ideas, maybe brainstorm, but checking grammar maybe. But then, of course, as a human, we should create it. They can just generate, but we should create. So we are going to talk about yes, most AI tools go beyond traditional keyword search by understanding and deeper context. They analyze the relationship between words and context to find relevant papers. We have some applications that I'm going to show you later. So they can find the context and find the relevant papers, and we can save our time that way when we start our scientific writing. And about finding the research gap also. We have some AI applications that we can find easily about the research gap by putting our research questions, and that way we can save our time. But of course, we should recheck if this resource is available in other websites also or not. If it is available, of course, it's useful to use them. So the structure of research proposal, what we write, first we talk about this idea, and then we can explore with AI tools how we can make it faster. So how we start? We are going to find our research topic. Do I have a clear gap? Do I know what to study? Do I know how to study? And how will I analyze? And what will my study contribute? So these are the questions that we should answer for ourselves first before starting scientific writing or research proposal, and then we have some applications to explore about them. And we're starting about exploring ideas, a specific area of research you are interested in. So in the past, it was a bit difficult, and it was time consuming about exploring ideas. But nowadays it's easier because we can consult with AI tools, brainstorm the ideas to find our specific area of research interest, because sometimes our supervisors are super busy, and we can consult, brainstorm with AI tools first, and then we can bring the ideas to our supervisor if they can also confirm about them. So this is how we save our time. This is just for time saving, because it was time consuming in the past. And we can describe the details we want to investigate. And we should also consider about personal and professional obstacles when we start our research proposal, because personal obstacles can be maybe not supportive family. Professional obstacles can be maybe resources, or sometimes some AI tools are chargeable, not for free, or the resources we can get from digital library. If we have those obstacles, that way we can overcome those obstacles. About personal challenges, we can deal with it also by consulting and making our family to be sure that we will be more successful if we do this research studies. Then we can share our findings with our teachers and classmates to get feedback, because constructive feedback is always essential. Here we can see the research topic. We are going to organize our research topic by identifying the research gap, research problem, research aim, and research questions. And we have some applications that we can save our time to create our research questions and then to find the research gap. So we talk about them later. And then we have an area within our field of interest that hasn't been yet fully explored or understood by the academic world, and feeling puzzle or making contribution, suggestion, implementation. That can be our research gap, lack of existing research maybe, or unanswered question. That way we find the research gap, and we have some examples later. But of course, we should maintain honesty and credibility. Why? Because academic integrity is important. We should respect intellectual property and demonstrate original thinking and build trust within the academic community. So when we write a research proposal, we should answer the questions: what is my topic, and why, and how. So what means, what is my research about? What is the gap, aim, problem, and research questions, and why it's unique. So we are going to state the novelty also. And then how will I discover about this research proposal? So then, of course, we are going to, when we start our research proposal, then we, in introduction, we should answer the questions what, why, and how. And then in literature review, we are going to explore about previous studies. And then we have methodology, and practicalities like timeline, budget, and researchability. So literature review, how we are going to explore about literature review. I'm going to reshare my screen because I want to explore one AI tool that I found very beneficial for myself, and let's explore it together. Maybe you are also using it or maybe not. If you are using it, then it will be revision for you. But if you are not using it, then we can do it together. Like connected papers. How many of you are using connected papers? Can you raise your hand if you're using connected papers? No one. Okay, so that means this will be something new for you, and let's explore together. Connected papers. So this is a very beneficial AI tool for me. When my students ask from me, Ms. Rima, do you use AI tools for your research writing? For learning or for teaching? Yes, we understand. But what about for research writing? And I say, yes, I use them to save my time. Then they will be wondering, oh, you use AI tools for research writing. And then I share about some of the applications that can be acceptable and beneficial. Then they say, oh, yes, that way we use AI tools for research writing. So let's try to explore about this AI tool. So task-based language teaching, maybe. So this is the topic we are going to research about. And when we go to connected papers, it's for free, and you can use it by typing here to build the graph. So task-based language teaching, let's click. Oh, I should log in first. Okay. So we are going to explore this topic, and it can build the graph. You see, when you have your account, it will be for free. Then you can create your account and you can go to connected papers and you can type your area of research study. And let's say my area of research study is task-based language teaching. On the right side, you can see the abstract or brief description about this paper. And you can see it was published in 1995. It's very old, yes? And citations, 1156. So this is the paper, and it's available in Google Scholar. This is the publisher page and Semantic Scholar. So we can read it. If this is good for us, then we can choose. If not, then we can see the next one. So here all are related to our topic. So this is 2017, second language pedagogy, but you say it's a bit far from task-based language teaching. So that's why it's second language pedagogy. But within this paper, of course, we have the subtopic about task-based language teaching. That's why it's creating this graph. So this is for literature review, that we can review the literature and we can save our time. But of course, we should recheck. We should recheck them because sometimes AI tools can create. But in this website, I don't think so, because this is reliable and valid. We can explore the literature review. And if you are not sure, then you can go to the website, Google Scholar, for example. So it was published in 2016, and the citations are 101. So, and the author is this. So you can copy and paste the author or the title of article, and you can check it from other websites like ResearchGate, maybe Google Scholar, or Scopus, maybe, I don't know. So if they are visible in other websites, that means we can get it for our literature review. Or we can click from the left side another one. Let's say task-based language teaching, 2015 we have here, and 2022, exploring task-based learning. Let's click this one. So when we click this, you see this is on the right side, it says zero citation, but it was published 2022. So for me, it doesn't work. So we can explore again 2020. Let's implementation of task-based language teaching. Implementation of task-based language teaching, and we can see here 44 citations, and we can also explore in which websites they are available. So this is how I explore about literature review sometimes when I want to save my time. Of course, from Scopus indexed Scopus indexed articles or journals can be also explored for literature review, but sometimes when I want to use another AI tool, so then I use this one, and I found it very beneficial. And you can zoom it and click and go to the next one, to the closest one, and so on. So this is the graph for graph building. And another one I want to show with you, it's about mind mapping. And the application is called Heuristica. If you are using Heuristica, you can raise your hand so we can explore together. Heuristica. I'm so happy that you are not using, because this can be something new for you from today, like productive presentation, because sometimes if I ask and if all participants are raising their hand, I feel confused and I change my application because I think that, oh, you are using it. So it's not something new for you. So Heuristica is another application. When you click this, and you can see here, like, where can I? Okay, start learning with Heuristica. And it's also for free, and we can get started from here. Yeah, this is my account. So you can create your account for free in Heuristica application, and you can get started from here. And this application, most of the time, I use it for mind mapping or concept map. Let's click concept map. It's the functions are a little bit changed now. It's updated. So this is the mind map. So let's click mind map, new mind map. It's already changed. So I should upgrade now, but it was for free, all of them. But now we should upgrade it now. Oh yeah, it's working. This one, concept mapping is working, I think. So let's say here I'm going to put the same topic, task-based language learning. Yes. So when we click, this is the mind mapping, and it's visible and it's clear and well organized. I really like it because when I don't have any idea about some topics, then I can put it in Heuristica, and this is good for mind mapping. So we can zoom it and see, and here you can see it. What is task-based language learning about? It's about learner autonomy, task-based instruction, authentic materials, communicative language teaching, and collaborative learning. So those topics can be the subtopics in my scientific writing. And then we can explore from here. Like we will click task-based language learning first, and then we can click, let's say which one we want, maybe pros and cons. So pros, and it can generate, and it's for free. So this is not for copying and pasting, but to have general idea about the topic that we are exploring. So pros, and we can add it to our concept map. So when we click add, it's already here, you see? Task-based language teaching, we can, if we want to read it, we can put it here, or we can make it bigger if it's not visible, or smaller if you want more space. So something like this. And then we can click maybe examples, let's say examples. So it can create examples also. what is task, goal, language use, outcome, and we can add it to our concept mapping. So example is here. So we can click here, and it will be visible for us. It will be in our mind. Oh, this is very well organized. So that way we can organize then our maybe conceptual framework. Why not? So conceptual framework or some diagrams, we can get the idea from here for our research study. So this is very beneficial. So if it has this lock, so that means it's locked. We should upgrade. But here you can see so many functions for free. So we can use significance, let's say, and so on. So this is how I use AI tools for my research writing. So that's why without any hesitation, I can say for my students that yes, I use AI tools. Why not? If I don't use them, then they start using me. So that's why I should use AI tools. I am living with AI tools, but it's just for time saving, not for copying and pasting from the beginning until the end. So the research proposal details. So for these all steps, we can use AI tools with ethics and responsibly. We just explored today about literature review, how to generate the graph about the previous studies, and then theoretical framework, and then for subheadings or for subtopics, we can explore heuristica to have mind mapping, and we have some other AI tools that we can search about aim, about gap, research gap and questions, and objectives and significance. So do I still have some time?
Yeah, some 20 or 15 minutes to go. That's okay.
Okay. So that means we can explore one more AI tool for research topic, how to identify the gap. So let me search again from here. For research gap, we can use this. Just a minute. I'm going to share my screen after this. Yeah. So now another one is for research gap. How we can we can identify the research gap to have general understanding. Of course, they cannot identify for you the concrete research gap of your research study, but somehow to get the idea about research study. So here we have another one. It's ELITICS, but I hope because I'm using it, and I hope it doesn't ask for me to upgrade, but for some time you can use it for free. So this is a research ELITICS. Yes, ELITICS. Maybe you are using ELITICS. It's very famous. ELITICS, and then you can put here your research question. For example, what is the impact of task-based language teaching, let's say. So when we put here the research question, so we should have clear research questions first, and then we can use this ELITICS to identify more about our research topic. So when we write here about our research question, and then we can submit our research question. So when we submit the research question, it can generate 10 sources and the summary. I hope the summary is coming. Yes, summary is coming here. So 10 sources related to the same or similar research question. So the research question is similar with yours in this study, but then maybe the location is different, or maybe the framework is different. So these are the 10 sources that we can explore, and they also have the same research question as yours in their research study. And what we do, we can read their summary, brief summary from here about this study, brief summary here about this study. And then what we can identify from here, of course, to identify the research gap will be very easy for us after this. because we can see the summary, and this was explored, and this is the gap. So I'm going to fill this gap. So that will be very beneficial. And it's also already changed a lot. Actually, we had some other column here. So then when you see, when you want to explore more, then you have some other columns here, maybe not only summary, but also limitation. Limitations can also create, and some other options. But maybe because I need to upgrade it, so that's why the summary only coming. But when you are new in this elicit, for some time, for long time, you will have some other options like limitations. You can explore the research problem. You can explore, so not only summary, but summary is also enough sometime, because you can read the summary and you can identify what can be the research gap and how we are going to fill the research gap based on the summary of other studies. So I'm going to reshare my presentation. So we don't have to use all AI tools, but what is more beneficial for you, what is more productive, we can choose them, because there are a lot of them. Maybe you are not using these AI tools, maybe you are using some others, maybe they are similar, maybe they have the same function. But what is more comfortable for you, you can use them. For me, these AI tools are top for me, and they are comfortable for me to use. But maybe you are using another AI tool, the function is same, but what is comfortable for us, we can stay with those AI tools. Maybe Perplexity you are using, maybe Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit is the same function it has with connected papers, what I already shared with you about identifying the previous literature review. So Research Rabbit and connected papers, they are almost same. It is the same, like we were using Mendeley, but now Zotero, and we have some other new platforms, but they have almost same function. So what is comfortable for who? Maybe for some people, Mendeley is comfortable to use. For some people, Zotero is comfortable. So that's why we should just. Okay, now let's talk about ethics about AI tools. Ethics about AI tools is also important to discuss after we explored the AI tools, because academic integrity is important to consider. We should avoid plagiarism, and also the authorship, transparency. We should disclose. Disclosure is important. When we disclose, like what AI tools we used for our research study, it's acceptable. It's acceptable. Why? Because we are not using them to generate the whole content, but we are using them for some purposes. Maybe for brainstorming, maybe for mind mapping, or maybe for building the previous literature review graph by using connected papers, or maybe to have general understanding about our research gap by using elicit, putting our research question and reading the summary. So we should disclose. Transparency is about disclosing what we used already. And then when the Turnitin or some other applications can give the percentage of AI tool as high, so that means, yes, of course, she used or he used elicit just to identify the research question and research gap. She used connected papers to have general understanding about previous studies, and it gives specific percentage, of course, but the author is not generating the whole content. She's using it on purpose, responsibly, and with ethics, and she already disclosed it. Data privacy and confidentiality is also important. Sensitive data or unpublished work, over reliance and skill erosion, relying heavily on grammar correction or idea generation, bias and misinformation. We should recheck the fact, and we should have critical analysis, critical evaluation, because we should know if they are reliable or not, if they are valid or not, and so on. So as conclusion, I can say that the integration of AI tools in academic writing offers transformative potential for researchers. It can save our time. We can brainstorm. We can explore about previous research studies. We can explore about their summary and save our time to identify the limitation of the research, to identify the research topic, research gap. So they can be our assistants. They can save our time as washing machine is saving our time, but they are not human. They don't have feeling, and human judgment should always remain central. Thank you so much. And here is my social media QR code. So if you want to stay in touch, I'm always happy for any collaboration. Thank you.
Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's presentation by Dr. Satlikova. Let's give a warm applause before advancing to QA sessions. Well, we have been traveling from introducing AI, and then a bit practice using AI tool, and then reminding us about the do's and the don't relation to ethics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, I do believe your own experience will be different from my experience, will be different from someone else's experience using AI to our own daily life, whether for your learning, whether for your doing research. Now it's time for you to share your thoughts. If you have any questions, please. But please don't forget to say your name and your affiliation. I do believe that most of them come from Universitas PGRI Madiun. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to ask questions. Don't forget to mention your name. Thank you. Hello, students. I believe you use extensively AI tools for whatever reasons, for whatever ends. Now it's time for you to bring your personal experience here. While everyone, while waiting for you to express your thoughts, your personal experience, I would like to express my experience, Dr. Rima. Okay, nice, Bu Fitra. Good morning, Ibu. The problem of using AI tools is about subscription. And so, now please respond, Dr. Satlikova. First question by Bu Fitra.
Yes, of course, I agree with your point, because they are also doing, they are also doing their business, and sometimes it will be chargeable. We should have pay to upgrade, but for me, like using the AI tools, using AI tools for free, like some options are free in some applications, and in another applications are the other functions are available for free. So we should have the combination of them. If we are going to stay with one of them only, of course we should pay it, and it will be easy for us to use more options in one application. But nowadays we have so many of them, and we can use them for free. Like with some applications, we can explore some of the functions, and other functions are available for free in another application. And maybe here, what is chargeable are free here, but here what is free are not free there. So that means we should explore more applications to use them for free.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other
Thank you very
questions,
much,
everyone?
Ibu.
You can write on. Oh, Fitra, what do you think?
Yes, thank you. So it means
Okay.
that we have to combine, or we have to search for the alternatives. Yes. Thank you.
Welcome, Fitra. Students, I would like to hear your voice. you extensively use AI tools? Okay, while we are waiting for you to participate, students, I would like to share my personal experience. This is about ChatGPT to generate image to create a flyer, for example. Well, it seems it comes to my mind that flyers created by ChatGPT seems to be one size fits all the same. Even though, for example, the prompts feeded to the ChatGPT can be different. For example, my own experience. I asked ChatGPT to produce a flyer, say, for example, about a seminar. And in the prompt, I inserted that ChatGPT should use the best working principles that govern, for example, color psychology, digital rhetoric, and then neuromarketing. So I asked ChatGPT, use the best working principles that govern color psychology, digital rhetoric, and neuromarketing. Finally, the flyer produced seems the same as other people use, which is also produced by ChatGPT. So it come to my mind that flyers produced by ChatGPT, even though using different prompts, the results seems to be different. Again, even though I asked them, ChatGPT, to use the best working principles that govern color psychology, to my mind, because it must use color psychology for different audience, the look of the flyer must be different, but in fact, looks the same. Your comments, Doc. Your comment, Dr. Rima Satlikova.
Ah, yes, of course. I agree with your point, Prof. It's sometimes it's beneficial to identify before we present about specific topic. I also do the same, and we can identify because it also gives sometimes the specific websites because we can recheck by going to those websites, and it's very beneficial to save time and to find specific information and also to recheck the information by going to those particular websites.
Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, students, participants, you have something to ask? Okay. Ageng Dharma Yuga. Good morning. Dr. Satlikova, my name is Ageng. I would like to ask you how to use. Okay. So, Dr. Satlikova, referring to the questions, please directly respond.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. And you would like to ask how to use AI to instead of eroding our cognitive skill, but instead augment it or assist in critical thinking. Yes,
Nice.
I think we should have. I think we should. Just a minute. Yes, I think for AI tools, the usage of AI tool is good for critical thinking also sometimes, because some people say that if someone is using AI tool, the critical thinking will be decreased or something like that. But for me, when someone is using AI tool, actually he or she is rechecking it with other websites and evaluating it. If he's using it with ethics and using it with responsibly, that means he's taking the responsibility of using AI and checking it, evaluating it, and building critical thinking skills, because without any critical evaluation, it's very scary and it's very risky to use AI tools. So for me, critical thinking skills will still be there for improvement when we are using AI tools, but maybe creativity, yes, creativity,
Yes.
communication, and collaboration will be problematic, because we have 4 C's in education: critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. All of them starts with C's, 4 C's. For collaboration, yes, it's a bit risky, because we will be interacted with AI tools only, and the human judgment is missing here. And then communication, yes, they can communicate, but they don't have feeling. And also critical thinking, yes, critical thinking is there because we are evaluating it, re-evaluating. So we are thinking more when we are using AI tools, actually, rather than when we use our brain or our own effort. But creativity, yes, creativity is a bit problematic, because they are still AI tools. They can just generate, but human can create. So that means about critical thinking skills, yes, I think we can still improve it. We can still make it active when we are using AI tools. We shouldn't be worried about decreasing critical thinking skills, because we will have very specific critical evaluation when we are using AI tools.
Nice. Thank you. Is everyone else, please? We still have some times to go. Scheduled to 10. It's now 9:24. Some 30 minutes left. But we may come to an end earlier if you don't have questions. So therefore, students, I invite you to get involved in today's presentations. Bring your own personal experiences of using AI tools. I do believe it worth listening. Okay, well, we are waiting for students and participants to get involved. Personally, I prefer to search articles relevant to a specific research topic. I read the abstract of the selected article from what we want, but basically it must be reputable, authentic. Then I asked AI to summarize from the selected article rather than blindly ask AIs, for example, ChatGPT, to produce. Ask people on social media, this sounds too good to be true. Let's make an article in 5 minutes. That's wrong. Writing an article takes a long time to go, right? Therefore, often, especially the references are wrong. Therefore, a better way would be we read the article first, select them, and copy the abstract, and then put this on AI to critically summarizing or create or reach and creating the research gaps. That's the way I usually use, rather than asking AI, whatever AI tool, to create, please create the research gap on this topic. No, that's not what I use. Your comments, Doctor.
Yes, thank you so much for your sharing. Of course, I agree with your point. This is very good strategy. This is also the step for critical evaluation. We can see that critical evaluation is still there with us, because we are not just creating research gap, but we are analyzing it with existing research studies, and then it's just for saving time. Of course, I agree with your point for 100%. And also, I want to share something about AI tools, because sometimes teachers in my institution, they fail the students by checking the plagiarism, the percentage of AI tool usage in Turnitin, because in Turnitin it's visible now, the AI tool usage and then plagiarism percentage. And they fail them. This is also some nowadays a bit problematic because they fail them. They say that, oh, the AI tool usage shows 100% of AI using. But then students come to me to support them, maybe to discuss with those lecturers or teachers not to fail them because they wrote it themselves. But then, of course, when I have when I have discussion with them, I can see that they had good effort and they created themselves and they have good understanding what they wrote, and I trust in them because they are expressing their insights about the assignment, about the failing the course. Then I wonder because as a human, I think we should read and we should trust in our own perspectives, own evaluation rather than AI tool checker. Because once I did it like this. I developed my article based on my own research study, and then what I did, I took a risk, but then I uploaded in AI tool checker, and I asked, is this article developed by using this? And I want to see the percentage of AI tool usage, and it showed 100%. And it was shocking for me because for myself, I know it myself that I developed this article based on research studies, and then the material is original. I used Mendeley and everything was perfect. And I submitted it to one of the international journals and it's already published. They said that zero AI tool usage. So that means different AI tools show different percentage of AI tool usage.
Nice. Exactly.
And then mine was 100%. And it was shocking. Then I don't trust in them 100%. I use a
Nice.
critical evaluation, my own perspectives. Yeah, that's it.
That's good. Good experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any questions? Again, still have time for you to get involved in today's seminar. It seems no more participant interested. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone, we have get involved in today's presentations. It was inspiring and thought-provoking, inspiring us a lot. Dr. Satlikova, before we end this delivery, I would like you to leave in a short manner what you want the audience to remember. Thank you. Short manner.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prof, for giving me the time to have a closing speech for my presentation.
Nice.
Yes, I am welcome for my students and for others to explore more about AI tools. That way we can save our time. But of course, human judgment is always central, and we should have critical evaluation first before using those AI tools and before considering or confirming them for our research study. And what we should view about AI tool should be the same as we are using other new technologies like washing machine maybe, or clothing machine and others, because we should be ready for new technology and we should master them, and we should save our time and do more projects and solve more problems. If we are staying only with our brain, or with our effort, or with our try only, without using the AI tools as our assistants, that means we can do less. But with AI tools, we can do more, and because we need change in education, and we should have We should have more projects. We should have more solutions for challenges. So that's why I really appreciate and I support the people who are using AI tools, but we should also understand the responsibility. We should use them responsibly and following the ethics. Thank you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do agree, as an AI tool name suggests, that's co-pilot. So AI tool, whatever they are, must be the co-pilot, and the pilot is us. So we must be at the core center in the role of using AI. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm applause for Dr. Satlikova. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. Satlikova. And that's all for first session of this seminar. It's time to be back to MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sikitri Cahyono, M.Pd, for moderating this session. And thank you, Dr. Rima Sotliko, for the insightful presentation and valuable knowledge shared with us today. And there is we present the certificate to Dr. Rima Sotliko. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. The certificate is Rimojan Satlikova, Ph.D. in Uzbekistan University and Webster University in Tashkent as the keynote speaker on 5th seminar on English education, literatures, and linguistics. Thank you, Dr. Rima Satliko. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the second session. Allow me to share screen first about our second keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will continue today's program in my role as the moderator for the second keynote session. First of all, I would like to extend my warmest greetings to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang, S.Pd. M.Pd. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mbak Mercury.
It is a great honor to have you with us today.
Okay, you are welcome.
Our second keynote speaker is Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang, S.Pd. M.Pd. from Universitas PGRI Jombang, Indonesia. Before inviting him to deliver his keynote speech, please allow me to briefly introduce his curriculum vitae. So, he earned his bachelor degree in English education from STKIP PGRI Jombang in 2008. He then completed his master's degree in English Language and Literature Education at Universitas PGRI, Universitas Negeri Surabaya in 2010, followed by his doctoral degree in English Language Education at Universitas Negeri Malang in 2018. His research interests include technology-enhanced language learning, or TELL, computer-assisted language learning, or CALL, psychometrics language assessment, and development of digital assessment instruments, particularly for reading and listening assessment. Since 2009, he served as the head of the Language Center and as an English lecturer at Universitas PGRI Jombang. Okay. Prior to that, he worked as an elementary school teacher and as a training staff member for the Indonesian Red Cross and the Jombang Public Health Office. In addition, he is an active reviewer for several reputable international journals, including the Turkish Online Journal of Distant Education, Linguistics, and Literature Studies, and the International Journal of Learning, Teaching, and Educational Research. He is also actively involved in developing digital assessment instruments such as GoSkill, and continues to contribute to research in the field of technology-enhanced language learning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang, S.Pd. M.Pd. This room is yours, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mbak Mercury, as the mastering of ceremony of this seminar today. And good morning for the audience. Have a good day for all.
Morning, Pak.
Okay, good morning. Okay. Mbak Mercury, can you help me to share my slide because I have a problem with my laptop here. Can I call you Mbak Nila?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Please,
you very
please
much.
be wait.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Nila. So, here I'm not going to talking about the AI transformation in depth, but let's try to reimagining the role of the educator, or we can call the need for transformation about. Uh, we can say that all these factors call for a new vision of the 21st century pedagogy. Today, we will explore how the educator's role must be transformed to remain relevant and also the empower a resilient next generation. A very nice presentation from Dr. Rima. Before we are talking about then we can use a new what we can say the technology AI technology in to support us as the lecturer and also the teacher in this era. Okay, uh, the red line in this presentation is global disruption, technology acceleration, and in evolving force needs demand a new vision for 21st century pedagogy. Go to the next, Mbak Nila, please. Okay, the main point here I have two key drivers for the of the modern education. The first is uh, can we say the technological shift? Technology is refers to the advent of generative AI, ubiquitous mobile device, and also the digital networks have democratized access to knowledge. From this shift, we have consequently that memorization of fact has become obsolete in the modern classroom. And then the second one is our focus here is shifting significantly towards human-centered skill. We know that from this shift is we must emphasize the critical thinking, social emotional intelligence, and adaptive problem solving and lifelong learning. Like what the Dr. Rima presented before, so many AI technology that can help us to make some material and also help to our student to finish her or him study. And then uh, the next slide is talking about the shift between we go to the from the lecturer to facilitators. Therefore, the primary role of an educator must shift from a lecturer like us now, and then uh, the shifting between the lecturer to facilitator of learning. This transformation encompasses four key aspects. The first is about learning facilitation. It's talking about the guiding student to construct deeper understanding through inquiry and the experimental projects. And then the second one is active engagement, is talking about the foster student anatomy mastery and also the learning purposes. And the third one is about personalized pathways. It's talking about how the learning plays and all how the our student interest of individual to use the AI for help this her or him study. And the last one is about inclusivity and equality, the ensuring every student feel valued, supported, and psychologically safe. And then next is about core pillars of the future teaching. In our country, we can see that teacher or the lecturer as the architect of learning. And then we are also talking about how teacher and also the lecturer and also the first teacher designing the dynamic inquiry-based learning environment and creating curriculum module and etc. Then The second one, we also ask the empathic mentors guiding the student from the socio-emotional development until the complex challenges to support her or him finish her study. And then the second one and the last one is action researcher. Is we are talking about three dharma. We are talking about three dharma. Also, it's mean that continuously reflecting on classroom strategy, gathering learning data, and iterating method and within a professional learning community. And then the next slide is how AI and tech or technology integrating in the class. We are talking about the coexisting with artificial intelligence. Dr. Vira stated so many AI that we can use or to support our material or support uh, our study, our research is AI or generative AI is make them is very easily to finish our research. For example, uh, let's say how do we coexist with AI in the classroom? We don't need to fear being replaced by AI. Instead, we should leverage it. Most of my student in this time is we can say that 98% use or make the implementation of AI technology, and when they're used to finish her study, and then uh, it can make that generative AI tool can automate administrative tasks such as a routine grading and the standard content delivery. And then this frees up valuable time for educator on focus on more meaningful one-on-one mentorship. So we can say that Gen AI is make time less to study. It is more effectively to use our time to finish our research or also our let me say RPS and so on. And then modern teachers like in this era is also tasked with teaching AI literacy, prompt formulation, critical evaluation of AI output, and digital citizenship ethic. And then what we must do? What is the impact for the next slide? The slide 6. The impact on learner engagement or reigniting intrinsic curiosity. We can say that up to 78% increase in intrinsic student motivation when classroom transition from passive lecturers to teacher guide active facilitation. Oh, here the shifting before what we say that teacher to be a facilitator. And then when the educator cultivate autonomy, mastery, and relatedness, student learning outcome improve significantly across demographic backgrounds. Means that in this Gen AI era, we cannot what they said. We can just we can compare or we can use the traditional paradigm like what we say education 1.0 directly with the new paradigm or we can say education 5.0. And then the next slide is talking what we say okay, the traditional model education 1.0 we show the primary rule is knowledge transmitter of an authority, and reimagined model for the new era or the Gen AI era, we are learning architect, mentor, and also the facilitator. And from the classroom focus, shift from teacher center passive memorization to student centers, and inquiry-based active learning. And what about the technology use? Shift from a passive tool or distraction to an AI-powered personalized learning partner. And then the last is how we are talking about the assessment. Shift from the high stakes standardized testing to continuous feedback, portfolio, and also the mastery assessment. Like Dr. Rima said that when we are talking about the assessment, we know that our student can find out the easily find the answer of what we can use maybe the items question from the final exam or also the midterm exam. They can easily find the answer with the Gen AI. And then the next slide, uh, it is very important to ask about the shifting teacher, teacher or lecturer to be personalized to be as our student personalized learning partner. We can say that the achieve this vision, what key competency must be modern educator process. Okay, you can say the diagram here based on the competency breakdown. 35% is talking about pedagogical design and facilitation, the ability to design the effective learning pathway. But as we know that in our country, in Indonesia, we still have problem about the technology. And then for the social emotional coaching is 30% guiding the student emotional and character growth. And then the 20% is about digital and AI fluency, mastery of current technology for learning. And then the 15% is about evaluating classroom progress using data. So the system will teacher or lecturer to be modern educators, effective professional development must be balanced between the pedagogical mastery, social emotional intelligence, and also the modern technical literacy. And then the next slide is about the teacher career evolution pathway. So in here we are talking about the collaborative culture. It's about the Gen AI and also our country culture. This transformation is not an overnight process. It is a career evolution pathway. We are talking about the from the starting with the stage one foundational mastering core pedagogical framework and digital classroom management. Uh, before we are going to the shifting, we know that the traditional or technology 1.0 will be continue or will be change us as the modern teacher and also modern lecturer. And then the stage two is about innovator. Innovator is means that designing cross-disciplinary project and integrating AI-driven adaptive tool. And then the phase three is about lead mentors, mentoring peers, leading professional learning, and also the communities and the conducting action research. And then the phase four is system leaders, how we shaping policy, publishing research, and advocating for educational equity. We are talking about the ethics, how we use the Gen AI for our study. And then here also talking about beyond the individual growth, we must also break down instructional silos through a collaborative culture. Means that co-designing interdisciplinary curricula, engaging in peer observation, and joining global educators network. And then the last slide maybe. Okay, For the collaborative educator culture, we breaking down silos. So, in closing from this morning presentation, I can say that let us together build an inspiring human-centered future for our future education. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Nila, and thank you, the audience.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang, SPD M.Pd for the material today. Okay, now we will proceed to the question and answer session. The participant who would like to ask question may either raise their hand or type their questions in the Zoom chat box.
Mbak Nila, can you help me to open this chat? I have sent the chat and open in your browser maybe. One of the implementation of Gen AI to make us a lecture to make easy how to change or how to make a podcast easily.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Please be wait.
Okay, thank you very much.
Excuse me, Pak Wardani, do you want us to share screen the application?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. Please wait for a moment, Bapak.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bu Vita. And from the instant, we can use what we call text to speech when we want to make some material about from instance, listening material from our podcast. You can input, input in this box, you can try to type some word here. Okay, then you can click on the generate speech. It's need waiting for until the 10
Teaching English
100%
to
and
young learners.
okay. This is the result when we want to make a material about maybe from used for the
Teaching
listening
English for young
podcast.
learners.
Not more than 3 seconds, we can have the audio for our material. Okay, thank you very much,
Young
Mbak
learners.
Nira.
Okay, thank you, Bapak Wardani. May I ask a question?
Okay.
For this website, is it free to maybe a lot of text, or there is some limits? AI is AI have a limit in their session, right? So
Yeah.
is this website also have a limit to
Yeah.
do for conversation? Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
For notegpt.io, I was try is 10 100,000 of word.
Oh.
It can be changed into the speech. So it's very easily to use. For example, you have an abstract and you want to change into the audio or the speech, you can only copy and paste into the boxes and generate the speech. Not more than 100,000 word.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
for free license.
Oh, okay. Is it
Yeah.
only a narrative text, or it can be dialogue or like that? Like
Yeah.
change the vocal, like dialogue, we have to change into girl and boy like that. It can
Yeah,
use
it
with
can be
that.
used. It's only when you choose a man or the female voice, not can
Oh.
use as the dialogues.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
From the dialogue, you can try to use Google LM to make sure that there are so many alternative. You can use the podcast only and the video and also the presentation when you use the Google LM.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is
Yes.
a question in chat box from M.Pd Tianingtias. So this application is only for audio intended media?
Yeah, it's only for the audio or the speech product from the male or female voice.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is there any question? Everyone? Okay, if there is no question, as a token of our appreciation, we would now like to present an e-certificate to Dr. Wardani Dwi Wihastyanang for his valuable contribution as our keynote speaker. Although this event is held online, please accept this e-certificate as a symbol of our sincere gratitude. Thank you, sir. We truly appreciate your time and valuable insights.
Thank you very much, Mbak Nila, and also all of the committee from the Universitas PGRI Jombang. Good morning.
Okay. Okay, now from what we learned today, everyone, that's artificial intelligence is not replacing teacher, it is defining their role by automating routine tasks such as administrative grading and content delivery. AI frees educators to focus on what machines cannot replicate meaningful one-on-one mentorship, emotional support, and personalized guidance for students. At the same time, AI introduces a new responsibility for teacher, cultivating AI literacy. This means teaching students how to formulate effective prompts, critically evaluate AI-generated outputs, rather than accept them blindly, and practice ethical digital citizenship. In essence, AI function as a collaborative partner rather than a threat, handling routine repetitive work so that human educators can devote more energy to the human-centered aspect of teaching, empathy, mentorship, and fostering critical thinking. Okay, once again, I want to thank you for Dr. Wardani. And ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next agenda, please take a moment to fill in attendance forms. The link is available in the Zoom chat. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to the third keynote session. Allow me to share screen about our second keynote.
First of all, I would like to extend my warmest greetings to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Fitra Pinandhita, S.Pd, M.Pd. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Mbak Mercury, and also all of the participants here. Thank you so much.
It is a great honor to have you with us today. Our third keynote speaker is Dr. Fitra Pinandhita, S.Pd, M.Pd, and she is before is an elementary school teacher at SDMI Islamiyah Madiun, Indonesia, and then she teach in I'm sorry. Dr. Fitra Pinandhita is a student at elementary school at SDMI Islamiyah Madiun, Indonesia, and then middle school at SMP Indonesia School of Bangkok, Thailand, and then high school of SMA Negeri 1 Madiun, Indonesia. And she also in University PGRI Madiun as bachelor degree, and then Universitas 11 Maret as master degree, and the last is Universitas 11 Maret as doctoral degree. And the research of publication from Dr. Fitra Pinandhita, SPD MPD, is the title is Peningkatan Motivasi Belajar pada Anak Berkebutuhan Khusus in the year of 2025. And the second is Discourse in the Language Classroom, a qualitative exploration of speaking competence in SLA context in 2025. And then is peningkatan kompetensi guru SMP dalam menerapkan deep learning pada pembelajaran bahasa Inggris melalui pendekatan discourse-based teaching 2025 also, and optimizing students' reading skills, how macro learning with Canva Digital 2025, and etc. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Fitra Pinandhita, SPD MPD. The room is yours, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much, Mbak Mercury. Well, good morning, all. It is my pleasure to be here today. I would like to thank to the Committee of ELITICS, and also especially for the English Department of English Education, Universitas PGRI Madiun, for giving me such kind of an opportunity to me to share some kind of ideas to all of you here. I do really appreciate it to two previous speaker, Dr. Rima and also Dr. Wardani, very insightful. Thank you so much. And now let me share my presentation today. Mbak Mercury, can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, Bapak Ibu and also all the participants, my presentation today is entitled AI for Literacy and Numeracy in the Digital Education Era. As you know, that technology is growing so fast. That's why education needs to also grow fast too. As you know that nowadays, most of our students is familiar with all of the things related to AI. They know well about how to use digital tools and AI-based application. And then they also generate their materials and searching such kind of information. They also use AI to assist their writing. That's why we as an educators have to also understand about the way how to run the AI itself. But remember, as an educators also need to understand, of course, how to use AI wisely and also responsibly. And now we come to the definitions of artificial intelligence itself. I do believe that it is familiar to you, the word of artificial intelligence. AI is technology that can imitate some human abilities. As you know, that some of the tools of the AI, such as ChatGPT, Grammarly, and Canva AI, Google Gemini, and many others, you can take some kind of notes that there is also some other AI tools, namely Gamma and also Napkin, that I do believe it will help you to create some kind of assignment that you need. But remember, it is as a co-assistant. You are not allowed to depend all the time to AI, of course. And of course, AI helps people work more efficiently, including in teaching and also learning processes. As I said before, and also our two speakers previously say that teacher still play the main role because AI will not replace teachers. It is important to us to have the presence of our teacher, the presence of our lecturer, because why? They can motivate us emotionally. We cannot get it from AI. That's why our presence is very important for our students. And there are a lot of benefit of AI. The first one, learning can become more personalized, of course. AI helps adjust materials based on students' abilities. And also, not only our students, but teachers can also create the media more easily, like what Wardani showed today. It helps us to do our work, right? And then also from AI, we can get the feedback becomes more faster. Students can recognize and improve mistakes more quickly. And AI allows teachers to design interactive experiences. And now we come to AI for numeracy. This is one of the things that I would like to concern on. If we talk about the definitions of numeracy, numeracy is a critical awareness which builds bridge between mathematics and the real world. Now, I would like to give some ideas to you that numeracy is not only the ability to calculate, but also, but also the ability to apply mathematical concept in everyday situation. After this, I'm going to invite you to go to a certain situation, which is you have to answer it you have to answer it spontaneously, okay? Because we would like to use numeracy by using AI, and I do believe that it exists around us. Okay. Pretend that your father and also your mother bring sweet thick pancake, or what we call it as martabak. Yeah, what we call it as martabak manis, yeah. I would like to ask all of you, the participant here, how many slices of sweet thick pancake A have matcha topping? I do believe that you can recognize which one is matcha. Is there any clue which one is matcha? Would you please
The green
type?
one, ma'am.
Wait, I would like to see the chat box. Okay. I'd like to ask you, would you please mention what is the clue of matcha, the flavor of matcha? Come on. What is the color of matcha?
The color is green, ma'am.
The color is green. Yes, you're right. Okay, now I'd like to ask you one more question. Wait, can you still see my screen, Mbak Mercury?
Yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
still can see it.
Now, wait. Let me. Okay, my next question is, how many slices of sweet thick pancake A have matcha topping? Can you answer it by typing in a chat box? Okay. One of the participants answer 1. Okay. Another participant answer 1. What about another participant? Mbak Suci also answer 1. 1 again. Okay, thank you. Let me go to the next slide. Maybe more than 1? Okay, the green one, what is the amount of green one? Okay, wait. Wait. Uh, wait. Wait. I changed my screen into small one. That's why wait. The blank one may be a green topping. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Ma'am Lucia. Yeah. Wow, I really appreciate this one. What about another uh, answer? I still invite you to answer this kind of questions. How many slices of sweet thick pancake A have matcha topping? I still wait for another participant to answer my question. Wait. Is it possible to the committee to help me to open my slide?
Yeah, okay, Bu Fitra, we will help
Yeah,
you.
because there's some trouble to open my own.
Bu Fitra, please stop sharing first.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ma'am Lucia said that maybe one slice could be cut into two or more slices. That was very good answer, Ma'am Lucia. We are going to have some kind of discussion after this. While we are waiting for the slide, I'm going to also invite all of you here to participate by joining, by typing. What is your idea related the slice of matcha topping? Okay, thank you so much. How many slices of sweet thick pancake A have matcha topping? Okay, most of you answer one. And there is also answer given by Ma'am Lucia, maybe more than one, because the blank one may be a green topping. This is what I expect from you, because you are already build your critical thinking. I really love it. Okay, please go on to the next slide. Father also brings you another pancake, namely sweet thick pancake B. Now, my next question is, how many slices of sweet thick pancake B have matcha topping? Okay. One, still one. Okay, Mbak Yulita also answer one. Mbak Suci also answer one. Mbak Alvina also answer one. Thank you. Now we're going to have the next slide. Some students may think that pancake A has one slice with matcha topping. Thank you so much. You are right. All of the participants who answer one. And what about some students who may think that pancake has 1/7, 1/7? It means that there are 8 pancake and one of them is matcha topping, but we don't know yet about one of the flavor of matcha. No, one of the flavor of the pancake. That's why some students probably will think that pancake has a 1/7 slide with matcha topping. And some students also may think that pancake A has 1/8 slice with matcha topping. Okay, do you understand? All of the answer are right. All of the answer are right. Because why? It will build your critical thinking. What about sweet thick pancake B? Some students may think that pancake B has one slice with matcha topping. And some others may think that pancake B has 1/8 slice with matcha topping. Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for your participation. Next. Okay, this is what we call as discussion. Okay, students' difficulties can be grouped into 3 main categories. Probably you are confused about what we have discussed just now. You don't have to be worried because there are 3 reasons why uh, you confused about that matters. First, making reference to the whole. Probably students are confused in determining what the whole means when a part is missing. And the second one, making reference to the complete partition. Probably students only focus on the visible part, not realizing that the whole should be equally divided. And the third, making sense of incomplete partition. Students have difficulty imagining the missing part if a part is absent or lost. This is what we call reasoning. And what is meant by reasoning itself? Next. Next, please. Yeah. We use the term of reasoning because there are three categories how students think. Okay. As I said before, this is not about the right or wrong answer because they explain how students understand the whole, the missing part, and the fraction. So the main thing that I would like to explain to you, the focus is on the students, the thinking process, not only getting the correct or wrong answer. Okay. Next. Okay, now I'm going to have the second examples. This is some kind of experience that I have shared to my students. This is what we call as the instruction. The Ministry of Education wants to identify the more suitable city for supporting quality education and family well-being. What you have to do is you have to compare Bali and also Salatiga by considering some kind of aspect. Okay, I'm going to invite you to use your AI, use your ChatGPT, Gemini, or another tools to compare Bali and Salatiga. Okay, from this kind of point of view. The first one is about housing affordability. The second one is all about the transportation accessibility, educational facilities, cost of living, learning environment, and quality of life. Now, my question is, which is better for a university student and which city is better for family with two school-age children? Support your recommendation with estimate financial calculation and logical reason. Then I invite my students to open their own ChatGPT. Then this is the result. Next, please. Yeah, this is the process of this is the process of copying the answer from ChatGPT into some kind of tables. And then next, please. Yeah, this is the result. And we are going to know what is the real answer written by the students. Next slide. Yeah, this is the answer of the students copy from ChatGPT. This is all about the condition in Bali for single professional and also the condition of those kind of indicators when we live in Salatiga for small family. Okay, it can clearly see on the screen there are a lot of there are a big difference between Bali and also Salatiga. After that, I asked my students to make it what is it? Yeah, probably we cannot read what is it, the handwriting of our students. That's why I'd like to ask my students to create a professional full color presentation poster that visually compares Bali and also Salatiga by focusing on two key differences. And this is the result. Wow, it's very colorful, right? The comparison between Bali and also Salatiga. Which city is better for education and life for single professional person and for a small family? Which one? And they also got the conclusion as stated on my screen. Next. Yeah, in conclusion, Bali is better choice for university students because it offers more educational opportunities and dynamic environment for personal and professional growth. On the other hand, Salatiga is more suitable for small families due to its lower housing cost, affordable transportation, family-friendly educational environment. Therefore, the best city depends on the residents' educational needs, lifestyle, and financial situation. That was the way how me myself brings my students have some kind of the ability in using numeracy and also AI. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the conclusion. This is the process, not only strengthen students' numeracy skills, but also enhances their ability to analyze data and also communicate findings visually and make evidence-based decisions. Next. Okay, now continuing the discussion about AI for numeracy, which is related to our life, we come to AI for literacy. Of course, AI can improve our literacy, because AI can help students become more interested in reading activities. AI also can assist brainstorming and also grammar correction. And in literacy, AI also invite us to have more interactive and also enjoyable learning process, because it also provide visual and also digital content. Now, let me share to you what I have shared to my students in the next slide. Okay, this about the definitions of literacy itself by UNESCO. And then next. Okay, the definition shows that literacy is more than the ability to read and write. So literacy, it is not only the ability to read and write, because it is a lifelong skill that helps people understand information, communicate effectively, solve problems, and also participate in everyday life. Now we come to the real examples, how to understand literacy in AI. Okay, this is one of the example of my instruction. I would like my students to choose a folk tale or widely known story you know well from the below in ChatGPT, or you can also use another tools. Now, I'm going to ask all of the participants here, would you please choose one of the folk tale that you know? Come on, you can type. You can actively participate in this kind of seminar. Would you please write probably one or two folk tale that You already understand. Or just mention what is, oh, Sangkuriang. Yeah, that's right. What else? What else? Maling kundang. Yeah, that's right. Okay. My next instruction, you have to create a simple, short versions of suitable for blah 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 year old students. It is based on the one who would like to teach, probably for elementary school. You can type it on the chat GPT, which year old students that you would like to know. And then you can also create Socratic style question for the story. Socratic means open question. So this is not only about yes, no question, but this is open question. You need to explain some yeah some creation of answer, of course, when you would like to answer Socratic style questions. And then the last one, you have to also create an image of it. Okay. There also Tambelina and also Timbun Mas. Thank you so much. Okay, and here is the answer given by the students on the next slide. Yeah, very complete. Okay, the left side is the answer of question number 1 and also number 2, and the right side is what is it? The result of making an image of folk tale. This is all about the Cinderella. Okay, dancing gracefully with the prince at the grand hall. Wow, it's very nice. And you can also create your own. Please have the next slide. Yeah, this is the eternal love of Golan and also Mirah. After you create the image, you can also add some kind of synopsis, reflection, plan. You can also have some kind of moral value behind the story. Yeah, it is possible to you to add your literacy ability by using AI. Okay, next slide. Yeah, this is also all about Dewi Songgolangit. Okay, you can also add some kind of explanation, such as reflection, and also quotes. You can also add some a certain barcode, QR code, which is contains of the whole story of Dewi Songgolangit. It is also, you can also use barcode to, what is it? To mention to all of the audiences about your contact. So if your audiences, your readers would like to know about the way how to make this kind of AI, it will be possible to all of the audiences, participants to contact you directly via scanning the barcode itself. Okay, next. Yeah, that was all about numeracy and also literacy. Okay, after having the numeracy and also literacy of AI, we also have some kind of challenges of AI, of course, because besides benefit, of course, AI have also some kind of challenges. Probably students may rely too much on technology. Students too much dependent of using AI because, yeah, In fact, AI make our life easier. That's why it is also easy to our students to connect to one of the AI tools and use that kind of AI tools. Teachers and students must still verify the result because not all of the results are correct. You have to what is it? Give some kind of comparison with other valid data. Is it right or wrong? You have to verify the results. And also risk of plagiarism. And of course, it's all about privacy and data security issues. Student data must be protected carefully. This is all of the risks and challenges of AI. Next slide. Okay, we do believe that all students familiar with AI. That's why we as a teacher or we as pre-service teacher or teacher in the future, of course, we have to also understand how to use this kind of technology. And this AI, of course, can support new and engaging learning methods, and teachers need to keep learning as technology evolves. There are so many kinds of newest AI, and as a teacher, you have to update your data, update your tools in using AI. Okay, next. Okay, now we are going to have a strategy for using AI in class. To use AI effectively, we should use it as a learning assistant. We are not allowed to much dependent on AI, but AI as a learning assistant. AI is our co-assistant. You have to you have to make sure that the data is valid and encourage responsible and ethical using among students. You have to also give some kind of information about the ethic to use AI itself. Next. Okay, this is all about the future of education. Where is education heading? As you know that technology will continue grow. It grows very fast. That's why we as a teacher or teacher in the future have to work together. We have to use AI as our co-assistant, and we also can guide students to develop their potential by using AI, but not too dependent to AI. Next. Okay, we come to the conclusion that AI, of course, give us great opportunity in education, especially what I have said to you in literacy and also numeracy learning. And technology can improve learning effectiveness, but it still requires human guidance because the presence of teachers is important. They can give us some kind of motivation. They can, They can give some, some suggestion by touching our part of our body, probably because sometimes touching is very important. Touching probably your shoulder to to make you brave and so on. And AI must be used wisely and ethically because why? It is to create positive impacts in education. Last, for me, the best technology still needs wise human behind it. My name is Fitra Pinandhita. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for Dr. Fitra Pinandhita for
Thank
your
you.
material about empowering educators with AI. The subtitle is AI for Literacy and Numeracy in the Digital Education Era. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the next session. We will proceed to the Q&A session. Participants who would like to ask questions may either raise their hand or type their questions in the Zoom chat box. I want to ask a question, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Maybe there is no discussion regarding to the limitation on the use of AI in Universitas. For example, whether students are allowed to ask AI to perform all calculation directly, or whether they are required to complete the calculation manually. Or they have to calculate manually first, then use AI to visualize in numeracy, ma'am?
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Mbak Mercury. Well, as a students, of course, we have to confidence by ourselves. We have to rebuild our confidence. We need to calculate it first by ourselves, of course. We have to we need to practice thinking and solving problems before using AI. After that, of course, you can also try to have the result of the answer by supporting data given by the AI. It is possible to you, but of course, it is important to you to have your own critical thinking first, but after that, it is possible to you to use AI. Because the more we practice independently, the more confident we become.
Thank you, ma'am. And for the next question that I want to ask, as illustrator, that AI can make poster according to the story. Okay, as illustrator, is there? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm saying in Indonesian, ma'am. Apa itu? Mengurangi mempersempit lapangan pekerjaan as an illustrator, maybe, ma'am. So, what I was saying, how to menyadarkan them not using AI for poster or maybe illustrate, maybe like that, ma'am?
Hmm. Well, yeah, we live in a digital era. It is, of course, possible to us to be, what is it? Yeah, we have to, what is it? Increase our ability to make, yeah, you don't have to be worried because you will lose your job, because I do believe that from your, what is it, from your attitude or something else, the, what is it, the company will still need you. You don't have to be worried of it.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay.
And there's also a question from the chat box. For the first is from Ma'am Lucia. Why is AI so smart knowing everything? Why did I feel betrayed and disappointed with myself after seeing script by AI is better than mine?
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Lucia. Uh, it is normal, ma'am, because AI seems very smart because why it has been trained on a large amount of data and can process information much faster than humans. It is normal. Sometimes I also, uh, yeah, I also feel like, why? I don't have this kind of idea, but AI have some more ability than us, than me, because yeah, it has been trained on a large amount of data and also process information. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because we can walk together with AI to have a better idea. But we have to also remember that our own critical thinking comes first. After that, supporting our critical thinking, we can also use AI. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we have to work together with AI, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Dr. Fitra Pinandhita. And the next questions is from Alvina Nurfatila. I've become to depend on AI. How can I build more confidence in my own abilities, Ma'am Fitra?
Oh, yeah, thank you, Mbak Alvina. Well, as I said before, students nowadays too dependent to AI. That's why the thing that you have to remember to build your confidence, or to make your confidence back to you, I do believe that you can use your own critical thinking first before you jump to the AI itself. It is possible to use your own critical thinking. So you have to try it more and more. I do believe that after that, you can able to rebuild your confidence.
Okay.
Remember that AI is our co-assistant.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask the last question, ma'am. Maybe Ma'am Fitra know about the AI detector application that can be accurate, because I already wrote my text by myself, but when I go to AI detector, it's always 19% AI, but actually it's done by myself, ma'am.
Oh, you done by yourself, but the detector say that 90% comes from AI. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, really? How come? How come, Mbak? Oh, probably
I don't know.
you wrote the same thing as your source, probably.
Oh, oh, it's paraphrased, ma'am. It's by my own what is called by my own thinking, just
Mm.
like that. And then I go to AI, and the result is 90%. I paraphrase it again, and it's still just increase, decrease or increase. It's just
Well, actually, yeah. Well, actually, there is also an application to humanize AI. Probably you can try it, but I agree with you to always re-paraphrase your own words. Yeah, I think it is useful for us to what is it? To recreate our own language to a better way.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
answer,
I'm going
Fitra.
to search some kind of AI tools to make uh 90% becomes probably 30%.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. Okay. So there's no question left.
Yeah, okay.
There's
There's
no
no more
question left.
question. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
let me try to conclude Dr. Fitra Pinandhita's material, so that the teacher's role is transformed, but is not replaced. AIs take over administrative routine tasks and everything, freeing teachers to focus on what machine cannot replace, like mentorship, empathy, and guiding students' thinking processes. Teachers evolve into learning architects, mentor and action researchers within their own classroom. And the second is AI as a partner, not replacement too. Whether in general context of education or in concrete numeracy literacy practices, AI function as a thinking tool, generating prompting, turning data into posters, simplifying stories rather than a source of instant answers. Teachers' new responsibility is to teach AI literacy, how to use it, evaluate it critically, and engage with it ethically. And the third one is the focus shifts from outcome to process, but the discussion of inquiry, students building understanding through their own investigation, and reasoning in numeracy, assessing students' thinking process, not just right or wrong answer, reinforce the same point. Meaningful learning happens through students' active thinking process, not memorization or quick answer. So the main thread is the future of education demands teachers who design inquiry-based learning experiences, use AI wisely, and preserve the human side of teaching, empathy, mentorship, and collaboration that not technology can replace. Ladies and gentlemen, as a token of our appreciation, we would like to present an e-certificate to Dr. Fitra Pinandhita, M.Pd, for her valuable contribution as our keynote speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Although this event is held by online, please accept this e-certificate as a symbol of our sincere gratitude. Thank you, ma'am. We truly appreciate your time and
Thank you so
valuable
much.
insights.
Thank you so much for all the comedy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the plenary session of ELITICS 2026. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all distinguished keynote speakers, our respected moderator, lecturers, presenters, participants, and everyone who has contributed to the success of this conference. We sincerely hope that today's conference has provided valuable knowledge, inspired innovative ideas, and strengthened academic collaboration among us. And the next agenda, we will now have a transition before preparation before the breakout room sessions begin. Participants are kindly request to remain in the meeting while waiting for the breakout room session to be opened by the host. Attendance will be taken again at the beginning of each breakout session. There will be 4 breakout rooms moderated by breakout room 1 is Ma'am Tere, breakout room 2 is Miss Ma'am Nuri, breakout room 3 is Ma'am Vita, and the last is breakout room 4, Ma'am Rengganis. The breakout room session will begin at 11:15 p.m. a.m. Western Indonesian time. I am Marcelina Zevivio and I would like to take my leave. Have a wonderful day and see you in your respective breakout rooms. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
For all participants and presenters, please choose the breakout rooms that you want to choose, and enter the option of more in the right side of the share screen, and choose breakout rooms, and choose your own breakout rooms.
Pak Rizky. Halo Pak Rizky. Pak Rizky.